And what you're looking at is one of my doodles. And I just wanted to address people that are stuck at home if you can't move. I have been laid up now for almost 2 weeks. And when I get up, I have to hold my left hand over my head to stop the pain from shooting from my neck to my arm. So I have not been painting, and I have managed to watch way too much YouTube. And I've been seeing some lovely artists that do journals. So I thought, well, why can't we, if we're bedridden, why can't we do something? So I thought of something that we could create while sitting in bed, or if you're laid up on a chair. For me right now, I'm sitting in a lounge chair reclined to ease the pain, and I have hot packs and cold packs that I keep rotating. And I hope to be well soon. I'm working on it, but it's a slow progress. So in the meantime, I'm going to start with, this is a background, and I've just come up with a crazy idea, and all right, stay with me on this. So it's going to be fun. If you have watercolor pencils, I have my Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils and regular pencils. We don't want those. We want all watercolors. So pull out your watercolors, pull out your pad of paper. I would prefer something smaller to work on. I think that would probably be a good way to go. And I'll show you an easy way to maybe have some fun here. Oh, I have to get up again. Oh, darn it. Okay, so I'll put this on pause. Okay. All right, I'm in my studio. I've grabbed my tray of Caran d'Ache. These are Neo Color 2. They're watercolor crayons, and they're really wonderful. I have a set of 72, so it's hard picking the colors that I want to use. So I'm grabbing some colors, and we'll use them in the painting, and I'll show you some different ways of using them, either straight on the paper or using a little bit of water and a paintbrush with them. So let's just get painting. We'll start with a smaller watercolor journal. I think I'm using a 5x8, and we'll start by taping off shapes. You can tape off just regular squares if you prefer, but of course I've got to do things kind of weird. So I came out with some cockamamie idea. Anyways, stick around. The other thing I want to let you know, I have chapters. So if you're bored silly, skip to the next chapter, check it out, and, just pick the spot you want to watch. So thanks for being here, and let's get on with it. Let's see how this goes. I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically, I'm going to do sort of, paint in the holes, colors. But if you can get a narrower tape, I wonder if we can strip this down. Maybe. Ooh, okay, so we're doing something new here, guys. And challenge because I'm sitting down. Okay, let's take this one up. Oh, and I got a dog that's trying to steal my tape. Oh boy. Okay, I think I like the narrow one better. So let's take this tape. Oops, I just ripped my paper. Darn it. Okay. Let's just go to a new page. All right. We'll take this torn tape, and I'm going to go like this. This might be really interesting, actually. Where's the other torn tape? I'll get this one. All right. Now here's this one. It's torn. It's kind of torn cattywampus. Okay, Pogo, you're going to have to go. Go. Get Get out of here. So there's another one. I'm going to tear this if I can. The first one went so good, and then the second went neat. All right, so just go slow. And we need a piece of straw. Okay, it's all odd. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, I got my heating pad behind me. It's helping. So just keep rolling along here. Oh, I can use that. And then I can use this here. Yeah. So this goes to show you there are no mistakes in art. It's all a learning process. And we are learning how to carve up tape right now. Not necessarily because we want to. Anyways, I guess you could do it with scissors, but I don't want to get up again. My drawing pen, and I think it's waterproof and smudge proof. Okay, so in the beginning I showed you my neurographic art, and it just kind of went like this, and I thought, well, why don't I go in and look at my designs on that neurographic art, and there's a lot of doodles, and just do the same doodles in these holes. And first we're going to color them in with watercolor, but I'm just kind of laid down my design. I guess I should have done this after I did the watercolor. Yeah, there we go. Not thinking right today, but I haven't been able to put up a video for 3 weeks. That's a new video, so you're getting this, guys. I hope you like it. If you do, please leave a comment and share. I need to get my hours up. It's driving me crazy. Okay, let's try with the, I got a violet Neocolor here. And I'm going to just put inside one of the squares, start putting this down a little bit. And let's get another color for it to go into. Maybe a blue. Okay. And let's go with some yellow over here. I don't know how this is going to work. This is a tester. So these are the Neo colors. And I'm just kind of blending it in together. And then you would take your, oh, where'd they go? There. Your watercolor brush, which is this. You squeeze it and get the water to come out. Oh, there it did. See that? And then just go and smudge it all together. Like so. That's kind of cool. But see how you can do this with just a limited amount of supplies sitting down, because, you know, when you're sitting down on the couch or if you're in bed, it's really hard to do your art. Okay, so I'm smushing this together. We'll see how it looks. You know, yellow doesn't mix so good with the purple, of course, because it's a complement. So we'll smudge that line. Okay. Yeah, I should have done the scribble line after the fact. So, live and learn. Okay, so now I'm going to try the pencils. Let's see which ones we prefer to do. I'm going to get couple of pencils, maybe some reds. Red and yellow. And just go in and put it in here. See that? Okay. All right. And we'll go some pink down here. It goes down pretty easy, actually. Okay. And then we'll put some yellow in the center. Maybe overrun it into this one. Okay, if you don't have these, you can get yourself a glass of water. Don't drink it. And just get your favorite brush out. This is my favorite. And get it wet. Dab it off a little bit. Oh, make sure there's no color left on it. Oh, there was. That would have been a nice surprise. Okay, so it's got a bit of color, bit of water in it, and you just start rubbing your pencil around like so. Okay, so go ahead and fill your painting in, and I'll do the same to mine. And let's doodle. So that looks pretty good. And then this one, just kind of rub it around. That's kind of fun. Beats sitting here watching the TV. I've been watching all the politics for 2 weeks because I just didn't have the common sense to turn on the art videos. I did a few, but yesterday I started binging on them and it made me feel a whole lot better. Very frustrated with what's going on in the world. It's crazy. We don't have to be like this. So let's just love one another and mind our own business. Anyways, that's my take on it. Okay, so you get the drift. So then you go ahead and you do your entire page, all your little, inside your little designs. I think I need another piece of tape across here. Okay, so go ahead and paint. So one of the holes, just go in and start putting some color in. Color here, there, and everywhere, and wherever you like it. I'm gonna kind of stick with just a few colors this time. Make it easy on myself. All right. Alrighty, and then some yellow. Yellow goes good with greens. You can go over top of them. You can put on a darker one. So I'm laying them down on the side to get more coverage. You see that? Rather than up like this. You don't want to be up like that because then you're just going to be doing that. So we want to get as much color down as fast as possible. And you can also blend it in. See, I'm sliding it right into the lighter color there. And there, we'll do that. Okay, let's do this one here. And we'll have it blend into the lighter green. Okay, so that's the pencils. Now here are the, what do we got here? Let's go with the purple. So here we've got the Caran crayons, and these work great too. These are way fun. And I'm going to put some indigo. I think it's indigo. Yes, blue indigo. And some purple. That's going to be a pretty dark one. And you don't need quite so much there. So then we're going to get our little watercolor paintbrush, this one here. So if you've got these, they're really handy. So if you're sitting at the couch or whatever, these are really handy to use. And you can pick them up on the A Company online. I can probably find a link and put it in under the description of the video. But yeah, just look at that. It just kind of floats around. And you get quite a bit of water out from one of these, and every once in a while you can just wipe it off on your little sponge. Okay, so we've got that. I think it doesn't really matter if you have like blooms and stuff like that, because when you start doodling on it, it'll make it look really cool. All right, so this one I'll wash it off on the water as well. And then you can go into the greens. Let's smoosh these around. Squeeze some more water. Oh, my phone's going nuts. Okay, got them. All right. I'll squeeze some water down. Now we don't have enough water. Oh, there now we do. See, a big drop came. So I'm spreading it around. Okay, so you can do this and join me when I'm finished. I'll go ahead and water the rest of them using this. And you know, these come in different sizes too. Oh, those two are the same size. But look at this honking big one. I don't use this very much. Let's give it a try before I go anywhere. I just wet the edges of it. Oh, you get way more coverage. Holy smokes. I guess I better fill this one. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's really fun. Okay. All right, well, we're going to have to use the big one. Makes more sense. Ooh, that is a fun one. Okay, so see you in a few. There was something I forgot to tell you about. Big secret. Is these Caran d'Ache crayons are really fun because, check this out. Okay, so if you've just got a jar of water and your Caran d'Ache crayons, wet the end of your little paintbrush, like so. And you can do this. And it's like watercolor paint. And so then if you want to water it down a bit, you can. And make it react just like watercolor paint. Let's get another color. Maybe this, what color is this? Anthrite. Okay, this is going to be pretty dark. Well, not real dark. But you could go, hopefully this is picking it up. If you wanted, you could add a little just like that, but it gives you more of a watercolor feel if you go directly onto the pencil itself, or the crayon, should I say. Let's go with this color. I don't know what it is. Oh, indigo. Okay, so we're going to get some indigo. Ooh, I just dropped some splotches on there. We'll just leave it. And let's put some indigo over here. Look at that, see? And look how much mileage we're getting out of this. It's just amazing. I'll just do the whole thing in indigo. And we'll let that dry, because we can draw on top of these and do doodles and things. Let's get a different color I've got out here. Get some of this blue. This is interesting. I'm going to put some right here over top of this other blue I did. There. Okay. Stay away from your painting because it splatters while you're doing this. Like you can go like that and you can get little splatters. All right, let's make sure we're in the frame. Okay, so I'm just coloring in some squares here. And there's another one back here. This might look pretty. Get a bit more blue on there. Okay, I've got like maybe 2 more to do. So let's do it with the crayons. I like that. This is a color. What color is this? Who knows? Sanguine. Uh-oh. see. So I'll lay it down a little bit like that, and then we'll do that. So it's sort of like a burnt sienna, actually. Burnt sienna goes really good with blue because it's a complement. So I'm going to take some bright blue, this one, and I'm going to just see what happens. We're using the squirty brush. Okay, I'm going to clean that off a little bit because this, see, I like it when I just use the paint right off the crayon. It just blends better and acts more like a watercolor. But if you rub it on with the crayon, you're going to get these lines because it's just reacting with the bumpies on your paper by the looks of it. But I kind of like the blue and this color together. Oh, we're not going to do that, are we? All right. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. And let's do it here as well. Yeah, this was not a good idea to do that, but I don't know, maybe we can do some designs inside the lines. Okay, let's find a dry one. My paper has kind of buckled because I've been using so much water. You can kind of see it. Very buckled. So you can, you know, do this on a piece of paper, or you can do it in your journal. Whatever you prefer. If you do it on paper where you tape it to something else, like a board like this, it would probably be better. And, you know, something more solid. This is the back of my drawing pad. It's my big drawing pad, so it's not perfectly flat. Okay, we can cheat a little bit here. Let's go and cheat. When you're pulling your tape off, pull it on an angle like this. And if it feels like it's not going to come off nice and clean, you can also use your hair dryer on it. So let's just kind of pull these off. So we're not going to be adding any more paint. So I'd like to see what we're working with here. Here's another one. So I'm pulling it on an angle. There we go. Oh, we got some stuff that will cropped underneath. And you see the raggedy parts from the tape. It's funny. Okay. Well, one more piece. I definitely should not have drawn the scribble lines. Oh boy, that was a brilliant move. Sorry guys, I don't usually take CBDs, but I'm taking ones for pain and they're making me goofy. What can I say? And I'm getting things out of order. Well, that's what happens, right? You're not feeling good and things are not functioning the way they should. Lots of fun. Okay, one more piece. And I kept the pen in my hand this whole time. Oh my gosh. Talk about going crazy. All right. All right. Let's start doodling. That's more fun. Okay. Now, if you want, you can go around the outside of the squares, or you can just start doodling right inside the lines. Now, that's why I brought this book out. There's my picture. Okay. And I got my big doodle in here. So, just to give me some inspiration, because my brain's not working so good right now. And So we can just, I like to do a flower where it comes off the edge like this. And you can do all kinds of things to it. Oops, I don't know if this is in the camera. So let's do a flower. We'll do a little box, little box, little box. Okay, and sort of different to mine. Okay. And then you can embellish. And we can go back in after the fact and color more with some white pen, gold pen, silver, whatever you got. So, and you can use your Posca pens too. So if you have Posca pens, those work good. Okay, let's go to, all right, let's pick another, oh, how about circles? Let's do little circles. Okay. Those are pretty easy to do. How about another flower right here? A different kind of flower. Okay. It's got fat leaves. So. And it's got leaves, or petals, should I say, the petals. Okay, and then you can draw a line up the middles, like so. And if you want, you can do more lines here. Like so. So we got sort of one doodle done. And yeah, those lines, gotta laugh. All right. Let's go with, we got lines right here, so we could go with this one and draw this. Okay, we're just going to ignore that line. Just start doing these. Okay, now check my camera. Make sure I'm getting it all. All right, back, and one of my favorite things to work with is gouache, and I love white gouache. This particular one is a Winsor Newton, and you can get some nice thick marks down with this. I tried my pens and they just drove me nuts. My Posca pens, I don't know, they just always like come out really watery. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm just doing little lines with the gouache. Press down, pull up, press down. You get some pretty good marks. Oh, yeah, I got some new brushes and I wanted to do a review of them. and I was saving it where I could do a big review on my storage, but you know what? I think maybe I should just go get the darn brushes because they were supposed to be tiny brushes and we could use them right about now. Oops. It's hard doing painting on the couch. I have not even opened the box, but they come in this really cool box. Look at that, with some great little designs on the side too. It's miniature fine detail brushes. Okay, well let's check it out. Oh, look at this. And they come in a fancy little fuzzy bag. It's great. I love this container. Let's take a look. So you're seeing them at the same time I'm seeing them. Oh boy, those are some fine tips, aren't they? I think we could use those right about now. Ooh, look at that. There's a whole bunch of them. Holy smokes. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 brushes. Oh, 15. Holy smokes. I don't think I was paying attention when I was buying them, but here's a cool one. This is a 4-0. It's a really fine tip. And, you know, I got them from the A company and they were, I don't know, about $23 for the whole set. Holy smokes, I pay that much for one brush usually. So, I don't know what I was thinking when I got them, but they look pretty good. All right, well, so we'll try 2 of them because that's kind of overwhelming. This one is a 0. You can see, oh, it's got a nice sharp point on it. So let's see what kind of marks we get with these guys. I get my painting back and get it back laid up. Change my position. So I'm using one of these new brushes and some gouache. So let's see what kind of lines we can get. I'm gonna do, this is with the O. Yeah, kind of cool. Boy, that's really easy to do lines with these. All right, let's do another one here. This is terrible compared to this stuff. I'm going to white out that line. Look at that. Get rid of it. Yay. So we'll just do this. And these are some dots I did earlier with my Posca pen. And see, they just disappeared. So let's put some gouache over top of those. Oh, how fun is that? That looks fun. These are just kind of funny looking dots. Okay. And we'll do a line. Oh, look, if you just use a tip, you get a really fine line. This is still the O that I'm using. Oh, get a bit more paint on there. That's it. I'm just using a very tip. Yeah, the dog was acting up. She's being really goofy. Okay, so I'm going to wash that off. I'm just find a spot for it. Now let's try the 4-0, or is it 04? I don't know how to say that, but we'll give it a whirl. And go in the same hole. Look how fine that is. Wow. Those are a trip. Okay. Needs a bit more water, I think. Some gouache. I'm going to do hammock. Oops, that's a little too much water. Okay. I don't think I've ever used a brush this tiny before. This is tiny. Look at that. Suck up some of that. I don't have Kleenex. That's not going to work. The sponge got some of it. Okay. And I'm just going to use a bit of regular watercolor paint for some of my Oops. That's it. Just kind of drips the water off here. And let's do some fine lines. Look how tiny his lines are. Now this would be good for doing eyelashes, that's for sure. Wow. That's kind of fun. I can really see that. Okay, so go make some marks. And next shot will be me with this thing done. Take a look at it. Because I need a break right now. Anyways, I'll see you in a few. Here's the finished product, and you can always add more doodles of all kinds. And I'm also showing this other picture, which is another one that I did at the same time.